on Sunday it started that way. You got to be able to handle success, and that means preparation in everything that you do. And that's including us as coaches. I was always taught if you accept it or you tolerate it, you encourage it. We need to make sure that these guys come out and on point about everything. We're not good enough not to be at the top of our game and to win all our games. So I think the kids sensed it. I could tell at practice that there was a different tempo about practice, and Coach Chiswick had said it last Thursday. And you sometimes think he's trying to motivate somebody or that, but that's not him. We all know that when he says something, he's not going to worry about your feelings. He's not going to worry about the team's feelings. He's going to tell you the truth. And we as coaches and as players have to make sure that we don't allow that to happen again. Outstanding. We put a lot of pressure on him, and I'm telling you, nobody put more pressure on him than Coach Chiswick. Because he had a lot of things, guys, that he had to do off the football field before he even had a chance to touch it. And the sad thing is people think that he came back just because of the punt return deal, but that just coincided with the time that Chiswick had allowed him to come back. It had nothing to do with we better have a punt return, we're going to put him back there. Zero. Matter of fact, if you saw in the game when he was out there, Q went back first. They just didn't punt it to him. So it had nothing to do with that, but he had a chance to practice and compete for it that week, and he just did the best job. And the timing of it just worked out that way. But he's learned a valuable lesson. He's done a good job in my meeting room talking to the guys about decision-making and about choices and things like that. So that's been really big for him.
He played well. That's the way I expect him to play. He appears to be getting better. As the season is progressing, he's getting stronger. I just think as a comfort level that he's reached within the offense that's really, allowed him to settle in and really thrive. I told you he was going to rush for 1,000 yards. I told you that in April.
You said that since you got here. Mm-hmm. What does it mean to you, though, that he's backing up your words, like the way he has? And I believe leading the conference in rushing.
Yeah. Well, that offensive line, they're the ones that are backing it up. I just knew that he had the talent, and we had no idea that the offensive line was going to gel like it has and become really, the fixture on our offense that they are.
I wasn't sure really what to expect, so it's hard to know that coming in. I know it certainly helps if you can stay healthy, and we've been able to do that, so I think that's helped us a lot. But they've definitely progressed, and matter of fact, one thing we've done this week in our meetings is we've gone back and looked at some of our own cut-ups. You always spend a lot of time looking at the other team's defense, but we took a little extra time at the beginning of each of the last two meetings and looked at some of our major run plays and just looked at every time we ran the power, the counter, the inside zone, whatever. And I think it really helped me and helped them see the common things that are coming up. When the plays do well, we do this well. The common mistakes for our guards when he's pulling, the common mistake for the tackle on double teams or whatever those things are. But one thing that also stuck out is how far we've come since the first of the season. You see a lot of things happen in the first couple of games that we're not doing it all anymore. So we're definitely moving in the right direction.
I felt like I'd been punched upside the head a bunch of times. I don't know what round it was. Well, the thing that stood out to us the most as a staff is that we just didn't have anybody to make a play. We forced them to change directions 3 different times, but nobody wanted to go get them. Everybody was kind of passive, and I think Coach Chiswick brought to my attention. He's like, I think we had like 5 walk-ons, whatever you have out there, JB, you got to, work with them. And I thought about it. I said, wow, we had 5 walk-ons out there, and I looked back on the list, and it was actually 7. We had a couple injuries, and we had 7 guys out there that, that walked onto our team, and the other guys were either true freshmen or, which you expect those guys to play on the kickoff team, but we didn't make a play. We had to make a play, and that's what we're working with our guys now, is to make a play, teach them how to make a play, because that's where we're at. We have to teach our guys how to make plays.